This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, this is Raj here. I'm a business management graduate by qualification, over a decade and a half years of experience in training. Today, I'm going to discuss about the importance of prioritization of requirements when we are working on project. So when we want to prioritize requirements for any of the projects, so there are different techniques. The one technique we call it as MOSCO. So this MOSCO is a technique which usually used for prioritizing and managing requirements in project development, especially when we are working on agile environment. Because as you all well aware about, agile environment, delivery of the requirements or delivery of the work and all, everything will be on small iterations. Means multiple sprints will be developed somewhere around 2 weeks, 3 weeks sprints and all that. So once the sprint is completed, usually we deliver it to the customer. So prioritization plays a vital and important role for any stakeholders and other people to understand the significance of the initiatives what is to be taken for that specific release. So for that, this technique is something very much useful and important here. And remember, before you are going to use this technique, agile team members followed by the stakeholders should align with the kind of objectives what they were about to achieve, followed by the prioritization factors as well. So after that, MOSCO technique is being initiated. So this MOSCO technique will be as follows. So this will be classified into 4 different parts. One is must have, second will be called as should have, third could have, followed by will not have. So this is what generally prioritization technique is. Now what is must have stands for? Must have doesn't mean this is a kind of stage where whatever the requirements we were developing, which are something mandatory for us to complete the project at this point of stage, in the initial stages, this is all comes under the must have. For example, let's say you want security functionalities to develop the project. Something it may relates to any other domain, maybe something relating to banking, insurance, healthcare. If you see, it's not only about the features and functionalities we're developing, but also it is also equally important for us to develop some security functionalities for the project, which is something essential and important. Without these, releasing and all everything will not have any value at all. So this is all comes under must have. Now, what points do we need to focus here? Because how to identify and how to address, right? These are something very much important for us and all. How, in what way are we going to understand this? This can be understood in 3 different ways. First point, is there any problem without this can be released? Can we release it or not? If you are releasing, what kind of problem we face? Point number 1. Second, is there any way to address or accomplish the task what we have to complete? Followed by this, is it possible without the functionalities what are comes under must have, release can be made or not? So this is what generally comes under must have. This is the first priority, which is something essential and important. Second will be called as should have. Should have nothing but these are the functionalities or these are the requirements we were developing, but these are not that much important when we are comparing with must have and all. So but for sure, if you are adding these requirements into the existing work and all, definitely it will be a value addition for us. Let's say for example, performance improvement. If you want to do performance improvement for the existing application, performance accuracy and all that, so definitely it will provide a value addition for the project. But this can be the second priority here, right? So what are all the aspects comes under this, comes under should have. The third will be called as could have. Could have doesn't mean it is not necessary when we are comparing with should have. Means this can be excluded sometimes if we feel that whatever the first 2 priorities were large, right? Larger for us to complete the work. For example, we have less time wherein we need to complete the work. At this point of time, the first and second priorities will be taken into an account. At this stage, so whatever are comes under could have can be excluded at this point of time. This is what generally comes under could have. The fourth one, the last one but not least, is nothing but will not have. Will not have means whatever the future requirements or future add-ons which can be done for this existing work comes under future task. This is all comes under will not have. So this is the technique which normally uses to prioritize the requirements whenever we are going to complete any kind of task. Especially this technique uses mainly in agile environment. I hope you people have understood this video well. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.